All 10 of the persons on this list are supercentenarians, or people who have lived above the age of 110, despite the fact that the average lifespan in the globe is only approximately 71.5 years. Women normally live longer than males do, hence all of the oldest individuals alive now are female. In addition, all of the oldest persons alive in history have been female. The bulk of the ladies on this list up until recently were from Japan, which the World Health Organization claims has the longest life expectancy in the world. The oldest living individuals, however, come from a wide range of geographical locations. Before you start watching the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. The oldest individual ever identified in the United States is Sarah Knauss. She was the third oldest person in the world when she died at 119 years and 9 days old. Her age may be verified by looking up the census and other significant records. Prior to her departure in 1999, Sarah was a homemaker and was born in Pennsylvania. In 1896, Walter Breuning was born in Minnesota. Walter's early years were spent in what he called the Dark Ages, since he and his family had no access to electricity, running water, or any other modern conveniences. Before joining the Northern Railway, where he worked for 50 years, he labored scraping bread pans. Walter did enlist in the military, but after being initially turned down, he was too old to participate in the Second World War. At 114 years and 205 days old, he passed away in 2011. Misao Okawa, who was born in Tenma, Osaka, in 1898, was the oldest person alive as of Koto Okubo's passing. 2 of her 3 children were still living at the time of her passing. Before passing away in 2015 at the age of 117 and 27 days from heart failure, Misao resided in an Osaka nursing facility. In 1870, Mathew Beard was born in Norfolk, Virginia, and at the age of 12, he started working at a sawmill. Prior to his death in Florida in 1985 at the age of 114 years and 222 days, he was also a preacher and a tobacco farmer. One of the oldest persons whose age has been confirmed in the world was Emiliano Mercado del Toro, who was born in Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico. In 2006, he was regarded as being the second oldest person after Elizabeth Bolden. Emiliano, who was originally noticed by researchers in 2001, labored in cane fields until he was 81 years old. In order to prove his age, he was able to produce his birth certificate, 1910 census record, veteran ID card and baptismal certificate. He lived to be 115 and 156 years old. With Kane Tanaka still alive, Nabi Tajima was regarded as the second oldest person. She lived for 117 years and 230 days. Nabi had a total of 9 children and hails from the Kikai village in Iraqi. Before passing away in 2018 after spending 4 months in the hospital, she had 28 grandkids and saw all 35 of her great-great-grandchildren. After Jeanne Calment, Kane Tanaka is the second oldest confirmed individual, having lived to be 119 years and 107 days old. Kane's relatives said that she was born in 1902 and was from the southern island of Kyushu. Kane resided in a Fukuoka nursing home for the 4 years prior to her passing. At the age of 35, Kane was identified as having paratyphoid fever, and at the age of 45, she was discovered to have pancreatic cancer. Kane had a colorectal cancer diagnosis at the age of 103. At 118 years old, Kane was still in excellent condition, however she passed away soon after in 2022. Before Jiroemon Kimura surpassed him, Christian Mortensen was thought to be the man with the longest lifespan. He was a supercentenarian from Denmark who lived to be 115 years and 252 days old. He was a farmhand and the son of a tailor in the Danish village of Skarup. Christian did not drink, although he did occasionally smoke and eat vegetarian. He had a bad memory and was going blind towards the end of his life. Christian eventually passed away in 1998. At 116 years and 54 days old, Jiroemon Kimura of Japan is regarded as the oldest man in history. He was born in Kinjiro-myoke as the second surviving son of 8 children, making him conceivably the oldest living soldier of World War I. Early in life, Jiroemon worked as a telegraph boy before enlisting in the Imperial Japanese Army and joining a communications unit. Sadly, pneumonia caused his death in 2013. Jeanne Calment, who lived for 122 years and 164 days, was the oldest person ever recorded. Jeanne is now the only individual whose longevity exceeding 120 years has been independently verified. She passed dead in 1997, having outlived both her daughter and her grandchild. Jeanne was born in Arles, and the city archives personal records and other documentary proof were used to confirm her age. It is admirable to live above 100 years old, and for many people, it is a significant accomplishment. See you in a new video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Goodbye.